And then it happened. Wait, what happened there? Where did that star go? And what about this? What's happening here? Well, it's time to find out what happens during the end of Super Mario Galaxy. We know that a whole new galaxy is created, but the question is, how? Well, the answer might surprise you. At the end of the game, Mario defeats Bowser in his brand new galaxy, retrieves the last Grand Star, and rescues Princess Peach. Without this Grand Star, the son of Bowser's near-complete galaxy undergoes a supernova and becomes a gigantic black hole. Whoa, what happened? Let's slow down here. What's a supernova and what's a black hole? What's actually happening here? Well, one thing at a time. What's a supernova? A supernova is an astronomical event that occurs during the last stages of a massive star's life, whose dramatic and catastrophic destruction is marked by one final titanic explosion. For a short time, this causes the sudden appearance of a new bright star, before slowly fading from sight over several weeks or months. Now this explosion is insane. The star is 1,000,000 times brighter than before. The energy it produces may briefly outshine an entire output of a typical galaxy, and emit energies equal to that created over the lifetime of any star. Such extreme catastrophes may also expel everything away from the star, at velocities up to 30,000 kilometers a second, or 10% of the speed of light. This drives an expanding and fast-moving shockwave into the surrounding area. Now, it's a miracle that Mario survived such an explosion, but it's a video game after all. This explosion was triggered by Mario himself. He took the power star, which was the energy source of the star. But the star first became bigger and then became very small. This is called a gravitational collapse. The star draws its matter inward, towards the center because of an instability caused by Mario because he took its power source. This triggers the supernova. But it turns into a black hole after this. How did that happen? Well, this is because everything collapsed into the center of the star, the gravitational collapse that we spoke about earlier. The gravity in such a phenomenon is so strong that it overwhelms all other forces, to the extent that even light cannot escape from it, hence the name black hole. The star becomes so dense that the gravity is so strong that nothing can escape. All the rules of physics and space-time are thrown out of the window. The whole fabric of space-time ruptures and physics break down and no longer apply, similar to the way in which a calculator returns to an error when asked to divide by 0. So yeah, a black hole kind of breaks the world. After this, everything in the universe begins to fall in. We see this in the game. The black hole sucks everything up, and believe me, nothing can escape from this. After a black hole has formed, it continues to grow by absorbing mass from its surroundings. By absorbing other stars and merging with other black holes, supermassive black holes may form. It's unknown what's at the other side of a black hole. Some believe that it's some sort of a portal, and others say it'll just be added up to the mass of the black hole. But in Super Mario Galaxy we see this. This is what a black hole looks like according to the people who think it's some sort of portal. So it has an entrance and an exit. But where's this exit? Do we have any idea? Well, no. And also, it's not really a portal to anything. It's just an object with insane gravity, so it would most likely be crushed and added up to the black hole. It doesn't lead anywhere. If you would throw something in a black hole, it would only increase its size and mass. So Nintendo, there's a little flaw in your black hole. It's just a myth. But in the game, something interesting happened. The Lumas from the Comet Observatory sacrificed themselves in order to neutralize the black hole. But can you even neutralize a black hole? Everything it consumes adds to its strength, right? Well, yes, but from an outside observer watching the black hole's event horizon, it appears as if there's a glow of radiation coming from the black hole. Since the black hole is now emitting energy, it needs to have given up a little bit of its mass to provide it. If this happens long enough, then it would evaporate. So how the Lumas did it is a bit unclear, and I don't really have an explanation for it. But the Lumas attack the black hole's singularity, which is the center, and it soon disintegrates into a massive explosion. And I think I know what this explosion is. The Big Bang. Theory, the American TV sitcom. No, not the sitcom, the event. The Big Bang describes the expansion of the universe. Some versions of the theory refer to an incredibly rapid expansion, possibly faster than the speed of light. However, it's not an explosion. The most important concept to get across when talking about the Big Bang is expansion, not explosion. Many people think that the Big Bang is about a moment in which all the matter and energy in the universe was concentrated into a tiny point. Then this exploded, shooting matter across space, and the universe was born. In fact, the Big Bang explains the expansion of space itself, which in turn means everything contained within space is spreading apart from everything else. And this is what we see in the game. The Lumas attack the black hole and its response is a Big Bang. Today, when we look at the night sky, we see galaxies separated by what appears to be huge pockets of emptiness. At the earliest moments of the Big Bang, all of the matter, energy and space we could observe was compressed to an area of zero volume and infinite density. Cosmologists call this a singularity. What was the universe like at the beginning of the Big Bang? According to the theory, it was extremely dense and extremely hot. There was so much energy in the universe during those first few moments that matter as we know it couldn't form. But the universe expanded rapidly, which means it became less dense and cooled down. As it expanded, matter began to form and radiation began to lose energy. In only a few seconds, the universe formed out of a singularity that stretched across space. Now in Super Mario Galaxy, we see that the black hole sucks everything up, and this some sort of creates one mass out of the entire universe. But thanks to the Lumas, an expansion occurs. Actually, they just created the entire Big Bang. First, everything came together thanks to the black hole, and thanks to the Lumas, it started to expand again, rapidly. So they created a Big Bang, and it was strong enough to reset the whole universe. Now I'm kind of uncertain how this happened, since nothing like this has been seen in real life before, so this is my explanation for it. It's a video game after all. After this, Mario appears in front of Rosalina, who had somehow managed to save him from the cataclysm. She tells him that this is not the end, but a new beginning for the universe, and that the universe is an endless cycle, but one that never repeats itself exactly the same way each time. So apparently this has happened before. Mario later awakens in the Mushroom Kingdom near Peach's castle. He sees everyone he's met throughout his adventure celebrating, while Bowser and Peach sit next to him. And when he looks in the air, he notices a green light of a new galaxy.
Welcome! Welcome, new galaxy!
Whoa, you watched the entire video? How awesome! If you want to watch more, click the annotations on the screen right now, or in the upper right corner, and if you don't want to miss a thing, then just subscribe!